All right, hi, I'm Cliff Pfenning of OregonSports.com, and the Oregon Football League is just about ready to start, starting on Saturday. We're going to be talking Alex Molden during the season, right before each game of the week on Thursdays, setting up things. So Alex, welcome aboard.
All right, thanks for having me.
So this week we got four games starting. They're all regional games. You got Bend is playing, that's the high desert team, they're playing Klamath. You got Roseburg playing Medford. You got the two Eugene teams, Eugene and Springfield, playing in. Our game of the week, Portland playing Vancouver. So a lot of fun there. It's start of the season, so you were a player for quite a few years. So what year did you start playing football?
I want to say I was in 8th grade, really, yeah, 8th grade.
That sounds kind of late for most football players.
You know what? Actually, it is. My mom didn't want me to play until then, and actually I had to fight her for that. But all my friends and they was playing since 5th and 6th grade. So yeah, 8th grade all the way up. So I want to say 13 years old all the way until I was 31.
31. So how much do you miss that?
You know what? I don't miss it a whole bunch right now. But when I first left, when I retired, the first 2 years was pretty tough on me. Especially during the off season, and the beginning of the season was really tough. Because you really miss that camaraderie, amongst your players and peers and whatnot. So but the hitting part, I don't really miss that. I don't really miss that.
Yeah, I guess it's pretty big hits up at the NFL.
Yeah. You just got to know how to absorb them, how to take them, and how to give them, and when to do both.
So it's the beginning of the season for our 8 Oregon Football League teams. What's it like at the beginning of the season? Does it change when you start and when you get older?
No. I mean, there's a lot of excitement going on. I mean, everybody, no matter if you finished 0-10 or 0-12 or 0-16, everybody feels they made the right moves to get them going into a championship level. So everybody starts out 0-0. And depending on the coaching and what type of players and leadership that you have, then you can kind of get a feel of how your team is going to gel. And all in all, it comes down to the fundamentals. It comes down to blocking, tackling, and protecting the football.
But what age do you figure that out? When you start your 8th grade, it's just running around playing.
Oh yeah. Early on, it's more about hitting and tackling, the whole all that, that type of feeling of it. But after that, you start to get into the X's and O's, and I really start to get an understanding of that. I want to say when I got into college, when I got to University of Oregon, and understand that it's not just about how much weights you lift and how much running you do. It's about taking all those stuff you do in the off season and applying it during the season.
Well, we got 8 teams. Several of them have played already. The Vancouver team, they played Bend. Bend team, they did pretty good. They got a pretty good defensive line. That game was played in Battleground. They raised a lot of money for a food bank up there. And the Portland team has played several times. They look pretty good. They're the defending league champions. They actually practice here, so they got a lot of benefits that the other teams don't play or don't have. And of course they have the Oregonians, Aaron Fentra, so we'll be paying attention to him a lot, following his coaching decisions and making real sure that he does the right thing. And the Eugene teams, they look entertaining. The last week they had this border war over at Milwaukee High. The first game was Springfield. They had a lot of trouble with turnovers. Yeah. So they were had trouble holding on the ball. The Umpqua Valley team had some injuries, so they're a little down. And Portland, they're a pretty solid team. So we'll have to see how they do. But looks like going to be a lot of fun. We'll keep paying attention. We'll learn all about the players during the year and have a lot of fun. So. All right, for opening week comes up this week. Our game of the week that we'll be paying special attention to is Portland and Vancouver. All right, again, welcome aboard, and we'll have a lot of fun during the year.
All right, thanks, Cliff.
All right, see you. That's
Sweet.